Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dalia, and welcome back to my autumn island of Coffeebean. So as you can tell by the title of this video, we are finally making a farm on my Farmcore island. It's been about 3 months since the update came out almost, so what am I waiting for? Let's make this farm. We have the crops, and we have all the things that we need. So today we're going to be building on the top right corner of my map. As you can see, that's where my character is standing. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It is a long time coming, and if you do, please remember to leave a like as well as comment on the video. And subscribe if you are new to the channel so that you don't miss out on any future videos that I make. So yeah, let's just get started. Get yourself a snack, get yourself a cup of tea or some water, get all cozy and just sit back and enjoy today's video. So first thing we have to do is open the island designer map. Thankfully there's not a lot of terraforming for this video. The first thing I'm doing is just kind of figure out where I want to place my house, because I've decided that my main farm on this island is going to be where my resident rep's house is. So I'm just kind of figuring out where I want this to be laid out. I haven't done any portion of the right side of my island so far, so I just kind of want to figure out where I want to place it. So yeah, I was visiting the plaza and I noticed that Marshall was sitting on the bench. She looked so cute, so I just quickly stopped and, you know, took some pictures and videos with him. And then I headed over to talk to Tom Nook. I redid my house and had to relocate it. This is the outside I went with. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping it. It looks really good in the end, and I like the color palette of it, but I'm still not 100% set on it. Let me know if you think maybe I should change some of the colors or go with a different house exterior. I don't know. Quickly time travel just to let that construction happen, and then I started placing down the light dirt that I'm going to be using for the main portion of the map. This is where I'm going to be placing the farm and the crops. I do have a community garden on this island that has the sugarcane and wheat. So for this build, I'm just going to be using tomatoes, pumpkins, carrots, and potatoes. I already said potato, or did I say tomato? Anyway, have all my crops, and then I started placing down some fencing. I just kind of wanted to get an idea of where the fencing was going to be placed before I placed the crops down. I do a little bit of adjusting with the dirt, but overall I keep the shape that I have right now, and I really wanted this to be not in perfect rows. I wanted the crops to be in like an interesting formation, so I end up doing this kind of like triangle shape with the way that the crops are placed. I've seen a couple people do this, their own version of it online already, but this is my own version, my own take on it. I think it looks really cute in the end, and then it gives me really interesting camera angles when I try to take sideways photos. It looks really good, so that is why I chose the shape that I did. And as you can see, I'm just extending the dirt a little bit and then growing in the rest of the crops. Now I do remember to water them each day to have fully grown crops. I'm trying to decide if maybe I want to change it and have it be not fully grown, like have a couple with different amounts of veggie, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So I was just rearranging the crops because I decided I wanted the triangles to all be facing each other, and for the longest rows to be centered in the middle, as you can see, kind of like a diamond shape. And then I started placing down some pathing. The main pathing I do use for this video is my dirt pathing. I promise you all the links for all the codes I use on this island will be linked in the description below, along with the creator's social media if I'm able to find it. If I miss anything, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure I have all of them listed in the description below in the Google Doc. So yeah, then I'm just placing down some pathing. This does change a little bit over the course of the video, over the course of the build. I ended up doing this like 2 tile pathing thing and I hated it, so I ended up changing that later. And then I'm just placing down the log fencing. Once again, this is something else that does change throughout the video. I want to create a cliff at the very bottom of the farm, so I don't decorate anything below the fence today because that's going to be a second tier cliff for another video. So yeah, then I started placing down this deck pathing. I've used this deck pathing in tons of videos so far. It's still probably one of my favorite deck pathings that I've come across. It's very versatile and you can use it for tons of builds. This one I'm placing down, this is going to be kind of like the area where you can buy fresh produce. I do kind of want to do like a market on the island, but for this video I wanted to create kind of like a barn area where you can just kind of buy fresh vegetables. And then I decided to just kind of be creative and see what different types of buildings I could make with the storage units and the storefronts. And I love the way that this one looks from the front. I think it looks very different and unique from the ones I've done so far. And I really like it. I've done a couple of front builds so far on both my islands, but this one just looks really good. Very simple, very easy to make, and it just looks really good. I don't know. I was gonna originally make something a little bit different using different product, like different items, but I don't know. This just looks really good. So then I just started placing down items down. I use a lot of veggie baskets for this build. I really wish we could customize the veggie baskets, like have different veggies be in them all at once, or like at least change the color or the exterior color of the basket. But nonetheless, I think the veggie basket is probably one of my favorite like smaller items that they included in the update, and I'm finally using them like on my autumn island. Who would have thought? So then I started going around and planting some trees. I don't go crazy with the trees in this build, but I did want to have the area once again appear very overgrown. So like organized, but at the same time like still have a very rustic feel and very natural. That's why I even plant some trees in the orchard too. And then I started placing items down. I wanted this orchard to be very lush and full, both of the crops as well as the items that I'm using. So once again, I'm just throwing items down that you would typically see in a garden. You know, the hand cart, the stacked bags, the water faucet, things like that. I don't know, I think it's super cute. And then I time traveled once again to let the crops grow, and we have to of course make sure to water them all. And the trees are starting to grow in, and this is what the veggies look like. I do end up replacing the orange pumpkins, like replace the other colored pumpkins with orange pumpkins because I wanted the pumpkins to all be the same color. And then I started decorating the other side of my house. So this area here, I wasn't sure what I wanted to build. I just placed this pathing down and then the fences and then some storefronts. I just kind of made this area like a little sitting area, kind of like a deck outside of my house, considering that the other side was more like a public space. I didn't honestly know what I was doing with this area and just kind of like, you know, trial and error to see what I thought looked good. Using the utility poles more and more in each of my videos. I love the way that they give so much height to the space, and I just placed one behind the other side of the build, and like as you can see, it just, I don't know, it adds another level of height and dimension. And yeah, I'm honestly just placing items down, so nothing too fun or fancy. So I will leave you guys for a few minutes, and then I'll be back to talk to you again for the next part of the video. Now I just quickly created this very small cliff just so that I could place a silo behind my house. I wanted the silo to be more visible than it was when it was just directly behind my house on the first tier. So yeah, I think it looks really cute. I wanted to have a silo in this video, but it was already primarily built the rest of the area, so I just created it behind the house. And then I'm making this little wheat field. If you recall from my orchard video, I did a little wheat field directly to the back of the island on the left side of my island. I'm basically just recreating that on this side. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to build here, and the wheat fields and the windmills are just the perfect filler item just to give the backspace of a build like more depth and dimension. So, you know, I just time traveled like 2 weeks to order all the wheat fields that I needed. I don't even know how many wheat fields I had for this video, like probably about 50 or 60 maybe. I have another build coming up with more wheat fields, so I will have to order way more because I think I use all the ones I've ordered. Then I just created this little spot with the decorative bunny statue things. They're eating a carrot. Look how cute that is. I knew I wanted to do that the second I saw the little bunny item. Yeah, so I did plant some trees in the wheat field just to kind of cut up just like the constant use of the wheat field item. And then I do add, I think, one more windmill at the end of the video. And then here I'm just quickly changing up the pathing and adding this plank pathing that I found. I do change a couple of things here or there off camera, and then here I'm just extending the dirt pathing to go horizontal across the space. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping this here or changing it, but I just wanted to fill the space in with pathing that kind of gave the area direction. And yeah, basically the rest of the video is just me planting some flowers and weeds and just filling up the rest of the space. So I will stop talking and I will see you guys at the end of the video. Alright, okay, the end of the video came a lot quicker than I realized, but we are officially finished with my first farm build on the island. I know it took me a long time to make one, but I did, finally. So without further ado, let's check out the finished result. I'm so excited to show you. Alright, that officially wraps up today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Once again, apologies for taking so long to create a farm on this Farmcore island, but now I can officially call myself Farmcore, I guess. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel. It means so much to have your support. I will be back later this week with another build on my winter island, so look forward to that. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!